Can life exist on these 7 Earth-size exoplanets? Find out in this video. Welcome to my channel. Let's find out about these 7 planets that can support life. There are billions of Earth-like planets out there in the universe waiting to be discovered. Many of them could have conditions suitable for life. The majority of the exoplanets found so far have been very different from our own, either much larger or smaller than Earth. However, recent years have seen a significant increase in the number of potentially habitable worlds. Of course, just because a planet is the right size doesn't mean it's welcoming to life. But these 7 exoplanets found by NASA could be ideal for extraterrestrial species. So let's get started. Number 7. Kepler 64b. This exoplanet is situated around 300 light-years away from Earth. It has an extremely tight orbit around its star, completing 1 revolution every 11 days. This is 20 times faster than Earth's orbit. To make matters worse, its host star is a red dwarf with an effective temperature of 3,800 kelvins. Compared to our Sun's 5,800 kelvins. Red dwarfs are considerably cooler and smaller than our yellow dwarf sun. As a result, the planet is scorched and not likely to support life. Despite the fact that Kepler 64b is twice the size of Earth, it is kept warm by its star and could contain a substantial ocean of liquid water. The planet receives a lot of radiation from its host star, which may have a negative impact on any life forms on the surface. If life does exist here, the only option would be to burrow below the ground to avoid the radiation. In addition, the planet's atmosphere may be similar to that of Earth, containing oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, which will help support life. Because of its proximity to the star, tidal locking occurs, causing one side of the planet to face the star at all times. A day on Kepler 64b is the same length as a year, so half of the planet experiences 6 months of daylight, followed by 6 months of darkness. If this planet does indeed have liquid water and an atmosphere, then it's possible that life could exist on it. No 6 Gliese 100b. This exoplanet is located around 16 light-years away from Earth. It is twice the size of our planet and orbits a red dwarf. Gliese 1002b completes 1 revolution around its host star every 12 days. Just like the previous planet, this one also faces the same problems. The orbit is way too close to the host star, and the radiation from the star may be harmful to life. If this planet does have life, it will most probably be microscopic organisms. The planet could have a strong magnetic field that protects the surface from harmful radiation, allowing life to thrive. Because the planet is so near to its star, it is impossible for a rocket to travel from Earth to this planet. Even if we had a spaceship that was capable of traveling at the speed of light, it would still take us 16 years to reach this planet. No. 5. Kepler 4b. This exoplanet is 1100 light-years away from Earth and is slightly bigger than our planet. Its host star is a red dwarf with an effective temperature of 3,300 kelvins. That's even colder than our previous 2 stars. The planet receives just the right amount of radiation from its host star and completes 1 revolution every 110 days. Although this planet is not in the habitable zone, scientists believe that it could have a thick atmosphere that retains heat effectively, making the planet habitable. The star is small and cool, but the planet is just the right distance away to receive a moderate amount of heat. Scientists say that this planet could have a large iron core, which would generate enough heat to warm the planet's surface. If this is true, then this planet could easily support life. Number 4. WASP 33b. WASP 33b is 11,000 light-years away from Earth. It is 3 times the size of our planet and orbits a star that is similar to our Sun. The planet completes 1 revolution every 11 days. And although it is very close to its host star, it is not in the habitable zone. According to scientists, the planet's orbit is misaligned by 34 degrees, which means that the planet is not tidally locked to its host star. On some parts of the planet, perpetual daylight prevails, while on others, perpetual darkness reigns. Due to the misalignment of the orbit, there are some parts of the planet that do not receive enough radiation from the sun and are covered in ice. The planet is thought to have a thick atmosphere that traps heat and makes the planet habitable. If this is true, then there could be life on this planet. But if the atmosphere is too thick, then it could lead to a runaway greenhouse effect. This would make the planet entirely inhabitable. No. 3. Kepler 186f. This exoplanet is located around 500 light-years away from Earth. It is slightly smaller than our planet and orbits a red dwarf. The planet takes 130 days to complete 1 revolution around its host star. This places the planet in the habitable zone of its star, meaning that it could have liquid water on the surface. This is the main reason why this planet could support life. The star is significantly smaller and cooler than our Sun, giving off less light and heat. Therefore, the habitable zone is close to the star. However, the planet could have a thick atmosphere that helps to trap heat from the star, making it habitable. There could be liquid water oceans on this planet, but they might not support life. The low amount of radiation reaching the planet's surface will make it difficult for plants to carry out photosynthesis. Without plants, it will be difficult for animals to survive on this planet. It's quite unlikely that life will exist on this planet. No. 2. Kepler 452. b. This exoplanet is 1400 light years away from Earth. It is 1.5 times the size of our planet and orbits a star that is similar to our Sun. This means that the planet receives adequate heat and light from its host star. The planet takes 300 days to orbit its star, which is similar to Earth's 365-day orbit. If this planet does have life, then it could be very similar to life on Earth. This planet has been in the habitable zone of its host star for billions of years, giving life plenty of time to evolve. Unfortunately, this planet is 1400 light years away from Earth, which means that even if we were to develop a spacecraft capable of traveling at the speed of light, it would take us 1400 years to reach this planet. No. 1. Proxima b. This exoplanet is located around 4.24 light years away from Earth. It is 1.3 times the size of our planet and orbits Proxima Centauri, which is the closest star to our Sun. Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf with an effective temperature of 3000 kelvins. This is even cooler than the stars we've seen earlier. It gives off less light and heat, placing its habitable zone closer to the star. The planet completes one revolution around its host star every 11.2 days. Just like the other planets, this one also suffers from intense radiation from its host star. If life does exist on this planet, it will most probably be microscopic. The planet could have a strong magnetic field that protects the surface from radiation, allowing life to thrive. If you're wondering whether or not humans can live on this planet, then the answer is no. This is because the gravity on this planet is stronger than Earth's gravity. If you were to step foot on this planet, you would feel like you're being crushed. We currently do not have the technology to travel to this planet, but in the future we might. This is because the planet is relatively close to Earth, making it a potential candidate for interstellar travel. That's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments section which planet you'd like to visit the most. Like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos. See you next time.